Hey everybody, Derek Brown here with another BEATBoX SAX tutorial, Volume 2 from the road of my US 50/50 tour. And I'm really excited today to talk about this technique because it's one I'm guessing you haven't heard done before, because I haven't either. And I've just been working on it for the last 6 months, and I'm excited about kind of where I'm taking it. And some people have mentioned listening to my new album, 50/50, and they've said, Derek, I know how you do this thing where you sing words and back and forth with the sax really quick, but there were a couple songs where it sounded like you were singing at the exact same time as the saxophone, as playing the sax. Were you overdubbing? And no, the answer is no overdubbing on that album. It's all playable live. And so what they're talking to is there's 2 tracks where I'm using this technique that I call vocal slapping. And that's broken down into the words vocal, which is vocalizing or singing, and slapping, referring to slap tonguing. Now, to do this technique, before you start to explore it, you want to make sure you can really slap tongue very well. And I have 2 other tutorials, one from 3 years ago, about the basics of slap tonguing, about how you get that suction on the reed and it slaps back. You pull it back and it slaps back on the mouthpiece. And then a newer tutorial from this latest series where I talk about you need to be able to, if you want to just really have mastered slap tonguing, you want to be able to create most of the sound, the vast majority of the sound, by just the strength of your tongue and that reed just slapping the mouthpiece. So not the air. Yes, you're going to maybe use a little bit of air to push it, but it needs to be mostly the strength of just that reed hitting. That's the sound. And so to test if you're able to do that, see if you can actually blow out with your nose. See if you can breathe in and blow out and then just do nothing with the air while maintaining a constant sound. There it is. So that's proving that it's just the strength of that reed slapping against that. And I can't stress that enough, because we're actually going to be lifting up our lips and we're actually going to be vocalizing as if we're just going do, 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 do. And so we need that air for the sound of our vocal cords, not for the sound of the slap. And if you're not able to do the slap, this doesn't work with the normal type of tonguing, normal type of playing. Now, you might be saying to yourself, oh, I've heard people sing and play the sax at the same time. For instance, growling, where you actually kind of sing or hum into the horn while you're playing and it kind of distorts the sound. Or you may have heard these excellent sax players, Colin Stetson or my friend Pedro Saxo, who do this thing where they will sing a melody note while playing something underneath into the horn, like it's probably hard to hear because my voice is just going through the horn and the sax is usually louder. Now with this I'm trying to do something a little bit different because when I realized that I could slap tongue and actually breathe, I remember thinking, oh, I wonder if I can actually, you know, make a vocal sound while playing, singing a different note. And so the first step, if you want to try this, once you're able to get the solid slaps, is can you actually lift up your upper lips while you do this? Because that's what we want to do. The goal with this is that it's going to sound like, you know, like when I'm playing live and I have a microphone here to pick up my singing, that it's just going to pick up the voice just as it would sound. And it sounds great. It's going to sound equally as loud as the saxophone playing about. And you have to kind of work to get that balance. Sometimes your singing might overpower the saxophone. So the next step, once you can do that, is just doing what singers do, just vocalizing while you're playing that, while you're tonguing that. Now, of course, you're not going to be able to sing anything you want. There are certain syllables that work better. Any syllable that matches this tongue movement of the slap tongue. So like la 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 la. Da, 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 or ta ta. Da, 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 chord like a do, like I do on my song Half and Half. I do like a do, and here I start alternating where it's one and then the other, and then you can actually hear I do notes at the same time. Also, are you noticing I'm also doing, you can also do open slaps and sing at the same time. Closed or open. Closed getting the note, or open slap, which is where you drop the jaw and it sounds like a percussive hit. So I can go or mo. And so the sky's the limit. I've been working on other songs where I'm just trying to do 2 lines at the exact same time. Like I said, this has to be done with slap tonguing, and it has to be done with that kind of staccato, truly closed slap tongue. So you can't, it's not quite the same as like holding out a note and singing, but it's pretty cool that it sounds like kind of regular singing. So that is vocal slapping. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that inspired something with you, and good luck trying something like that. And until next time, take it easy.
Down.